Good morning, beautiful friends. I'm here again for another Facebook Live, and today I'm talking about how to create more time in your day. I mean, who does not want more time in your day, right? If you don't know me, I'm Suzanna Kaye. I own Spark Organizing, and I also teach productivity and speak on both subjects. So I'm glad that you're here to join me today. This is actually one of the subjects that I am the most passionate about. Because, oh, hi, Teresa. I just feel like I run out of time all the time. And these tricks are some of the ones that I teach some of my productivity coaching clients, as well as use myself. So, first off, as you can see, I've got my pile of laundry here. So, I work from home, which means that these types of things invade in my workday all day long, but if you don't work from home, these probably also invade in just your downtime. So how do you go ahead and still manage getting all of this laundry taken care of and sorted and put away while still having time for yourself? And that's the concept that we're going to talk about today, is getting the things done primarily just around the house so that you can spend more time doing what makes you the actual money, which is either more time at work, where you have billable hours. If you're like me, I could either do laundry for an hour, or I could go ahead and do a productivity coaching call and make some money. Those are my options. I think that I'd definitely be better off doing the productivity coaching call, or simply having that time to refresh and regenerate so that you can be more effective at work and not be stressed out about the home life on top of your work life. So that's what we're talking about today. When it comes to something like laundry or house cleaning, one of the things that I do all the time is I break it down. I'm actually creating an email program that I will have for this very thing. Now, none of us have time for an entire day of spring cleaning. Yes, it feels great once you're done with it, but getting started takes forever because we procrastinate. And then that's an entire day wasted on just cleaning. So what I do is I do a task a day. And this is how the top of my fridge stays clean, the front of my appliances are cleaned, the baseboards are dusted. Each day I take between 5 and 15 minutes and just do one task that helps with the house as a whole. Some of the repetitive tasks like changing the batteries in the fire alarms, changing out the air filters, those fall within that realm. So I have my list. I will definitely sign you up for the program, Holly. And in October, we're going to launch it for free for the first few people too, so that we can get your feedback and find out what you think of it. So I'll make sure that you're on that list. But this is what I do. I have my list, and in October, I'm going to be sharing this list with all of you with a daily task to keep it all managed, and your house then looks like you just did a spring cleaning all year round. Well, really, all you did is while your coffee was brewing, you did a quick task. And I can do just about anything in the time it takes for my coffee to brew. Once my coffee's done brewing, I'm ready to drink my coffee and move on with my day. The other thing that I do in order to get through things like the laundry, it's just these repetitive tasks that always have to be done. And pardon me, my dogs are joining me. So whenever there's fresh laundry, the dogs come in. But a lot of times I enlist help. And we do have with Spark Organizing, we've got a special new service that we're doing called the maintenance service. And this is exactly what we do. I already have somebody who cleans my floors for me. She was just here this morning. She is a godsend because I simply don't have time. It takes me an hour to sweep and mop all the terrazzo floors in my house, while it takes her all of like 30 minutes, and she enjoys it more. And in that 30 minutes, I have done a productivity coaching call and earned some money, more than I had to pay her to do my floors. So it worked out really well. I do the same thing with some of my organizers, also do maintenance, which means they fold and put away your laundry. If you do a longer session, they might even run a few loads for you and fold them and put them away. They file the paperwork. They make some of the phone calls that have come in from the mail. They unsubscribe you from mailing lists. They do it all if it has to be done. If you have groceries still sitting on the counter because you never got around to putting them away, they do that. You need to clean out your fridge because the hurricane happened and half of it's gone bad. They do that. It's all of that stuff that's in between the maid and the organizer are part of the maintenance package. So that's one of the things that I do also is get help, whether it is a service like ours or if it's a friend in need who could just use some extra cash and you pay them less than what you would make per hour. Or maybe it's just worth the money. Maybe you just need a break and you need to watch Gilmore Girls for an hour while they handle the mail that came in. That's okay. And we all need to recognize what we need emotionally. And that's something that for many years as a business owner, I felt like if I'm awake, I should be working. And that's one of the lies that they tell you about business. You might need to do that in the first year or so of your business, but you should not continue that because that will drain you and then you will lose your passion for your business and you will lose your effectiveness and it just all crumbles. And I've had it crumble before because I did not take care of myself. So now finding that balance is important to me. Some of the other tricks that I do around the house. Now, I live with my husband and my stepdaughter as well. And I'm going to carry you with me for this one. But what I do with them is there is constantly something out of place, it seems like. So whenever I go from one room to the next, I do a scan of the room and find anything that goes in a room on my path. So like right now, if I'm going to the kitchen, I can quickly grab these things. I know that these go into the kitchen with me. One of them stops by the bookshelf on the way. And I'm going to go ahead and I have to go to the kitchen anyways. I'm going to grab these and take them with me. So that way I've made this a more useful trip. And every time I leave a room, I've gotten in the habit of taking something with me. So I'm going to quickly put away the change that my husband left on his side dresser. I'm going to go ahead and put away the gift card so it can make it into our car. And now that I'm in the kitchen, I can do whatever it is that I needed to do. And before I make my way back, again, here's my watch. It goes back in my room. So since I have to go to my room, I'm gathering the things that go with me. And this way my house stays tidied up a lot better than if I were to try to do a big tidying session. Now, I still do the tidying sessions sometimes when it's just been a more chaotic weekend. So I might grab a basket in that case, and sometimes I might have more than one basket, and then I just sort things by room. And I don't worry about necessarily putting them away in that room right then if it's like bedtime and we just finished dinner, it's getting the kid to bed and all the chaos. I throw everything in the basket for the room, put the basket in the room. And then the next day or when I have a moment, then I know that that basket is just stuff to put away real quick and it's stuff for that room. So it makes it a lot easier if you can just sort things out by where they go or even just grab a pile. Put the pile in the room, get it in its location, and then it's going to be a lot easier for you later. The other thing that I do to kind of keep the place clean, I don't know about you, but I live in Florida and I have pets. So that means I have dust, and I have a lot of dust. This is a constant battle for me. So my once a morning, 15 minutes, the dusting does not fall into that because it's just too often. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take my little Swiffer. This one probably needs to be cleaned, changed out soon. But I take my Swiffer, and as I go run from one room to another, I just simply dust as I go. So as I walk down the hall, I'm going to do a quick dust and keep going. So that way, it gets dusted really quickly. I might not hit all areas. I don't hit them well because I'm simply doing this while I travel. So this might be my day where I'm taking my Swiffer with me everywhere I go. And as I walk past something, I give it a quick dusting. And then by the end of the day, so many of my surfaces are dusted and I just feel better, and my allergies are so much better because if you are like me in Florida, allergies are a big problem. So those are my quick tips. That's how I keep my house looking like it has just had a spring cleaning most of the time. And whenever it does not look like that, it's how I can quickly get back on track. And I don't have to rely on my husband and stepdaughter as much. I still do require them to do some stuff, but there's no nagging needed. And I can have my level of clean available to me and they can enjoy it too. So I hope that you found these tips helpful. I will be adding on another Facebook Live coming up soon. What I'll be doing is I will be splitting the Facebook Live post to daytimes will be productivity and more office and work life, and evenings on Thursdays will be home life. So I'd love to hear which you're most interested in, and I hope to see you. I will do my first home life one. It's not going to be this week, it will be next week on Thursday. So I hope that you can join me then, and I will see you very soon. Have a blessed week. Check out my services if you want to find more about the maintenance package, or if you want to email me to make sure that you get on that list for that free daily email of the quick cleaning, then you can find all of the information on the website at sparkorganizing.com. You're welcome, Holly. I look forward to seeing all of you very, very soon. Have a blessed, wonderful day.